there, YouTube. I'm back again today for another game review. Today, I'm very excited to check out Limbo. How low can you go? A hilarious game of agility and skill for all ages. This is for 2+ players, ages 7 to adult, so it's not actually for all ages. And it'll take about 20 minutes to play. And in Limbo, you are going to be having the long stick, and you're going to be trying to get underneath that stick without touching the stick and without touching the ground. Oh, wait, that's the other Limbo. This is actually a different version of Limbo. We're going to stack wooden blocks on the ground and then try to smash your nose into those wooden blocks in order to pick up a piece of Velcroed wood. What? Let's open it up and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alrighty then, we're going to take a look at what you're going to get inside of Limbo. So first and foremost, we got our handy dandy, back of the box, which has only one rule, which is the game is incredibly simple. In fact, there's just one rule, that nothing but your feet or shoes can touch the ground. Players then pick up the blocks as best they can, which normally you think that's not enough rules, but in actuality, this game is so simple that it kind of, the pictures and the rule there kind of tells you exactly what you need to do. So in Limbo, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be starting off with a 5 stack of these thick, sturdy wooden blocks, and then you're going to put this piece of Velcro on top of those wooden blocks. And then next, you're going to take turns and you're going to put this hard, and it is hard, piece of wood onto your nose so you look like Rudolph the Blue-Nosed Reindeer. And no, I'm not exaggerating. You actually do look like Rudolph the Blue-Nosed Reindeer. Then you're going to bend over and without touching the ground, and normally this would not be on a table, this would be on the floor, but for demonstration purposes, I can't do that. You're going to put this on your nose. So here's pretend it's my nose. And then you're going to try to bend over as far as you can and slam your nose into this piece of wood in order to pick up the piece of wood. If you're able to pick up the piece of wood without touching the ground, then hooray, you've survived until the next round. Everyone will try to do that, and then boom, you guessed it, you're going to take off a block, rinse, wash, and repeat, and it's going to get slightly more difficult, and you're going to be leaning forward a little bit more with all the pressure of your body, and you're going to try and slam your nose once again down on this piece of wood. Oh, got it, I got it. Oh, man, that was close. I don't know if I'll be able to do the next one, but I got this one. Ooh, so hard. So you get another block, and then in this part, you're like, okay, I got it. Oh, my gosh. Did I touch? No, I don't think I touched. Okay, we're good. Whew, got it. All right, yeah. So we get another block, and it's like, oh man, I don't even think I do this one. All right, so then you sit there for like a minute, you're like, I'm not even close. I'm just gonna go for it. Half this is just about fear. I'm just scared to fall over, so I'm just gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna slam my nose. Oh my god! And then you're out of the round, and then someone who is probably skinnier than you, or more agile than you, or just better flexible than you, will end up winning the game. And you go do this until eventually it will probably hit the ground if you're playing with kids, at which point you will either have one winner or a couple different winners who are able to pick it up off of the ground with their nose. With that in a nutshell is what you're going to do inside of Limbo. Alright then, Limbo from Lagoon Games. What are my final thoughts? Let's go over the pros, let's go over the cons. First, on the con side, game's not going to be for everybody for a variety of different reasons. First, if you're, morbidly obese, or if you're just not flexible or something like that, this is not going to be a particularly fun game for you. You know you're not going to succeed at this game, and you will not succeed at this game. So this is definitely a game where your physical fitness and how agile and flexible you are is going to come into play, which most games, that's not something that happens. You have to take into account. So there you go. Also, it's not actually Limbo. This is something I had to mention. Like, Limbo is such a popular game around the world that everyone knows how to play. Why would you use the game Limbo? Like, why would you say the name of your game is Limbo when it's not actually the Limbo that everyone else knows already? That just boggles my mind. Now, let's move on to the actual gameplay-wise. And the biggest comment I have of this game is the fact that you are, in fact, trying to smash your nose into these wooden blocks. And I use the word smash loosely, but if you want to win, sometimes you have to just kind of go for it and just kind of smash your nose down. Now, that would not be that big of a problem, except for the fact that your entire body is already going to be leaning forward. And I had this happen to me where I thought I almost broke my nose and where I thought a kid was going to break his nose. And this is just in 2 games of me playing this. And then I was like, all right, this game is banned from my classroom because I really don't want to have to write up all the paperwork when a kid breaks his nose. Because, yeah, your whole entire body is leaning forward. And you have nothing. Like, most of the time, people put their hands behind their back. So if you fall forward, you are falling forward straight onto your face with a piece of wood firmly pressed against your nose. And you are going to be falling on another very thick and sturdy piece of wood. Old school fun, I guess? I mean, I think that's what most people are going to say. It's like, that's the kind of fun we had in the 1950s and the 1940s. And I'm not saying this is a bad game, because moving on to the pros, the kids in my class had fun with this game. I had fun with this game. It was fun to challenge myself to do that, but the game's not that safe. But we're on the pros here. So moving on to the pros, easy to learn, easy to teach, simple rules, simple components, nice, thick, sturdy wooden blocks. This thing that goes around your nose is nice and thick and sturdy as well. The cord's nice. It fit all the children pretty well, which was great. And it's a fun game. It's a fun game about smashing your face into pieces of wood to try to go lower and lower and lower. It's not Limbo, but what it is fun. And I can recommend it as long as you do not mind the fact that you could hurt your nose. So in the end, Limbo from Lagoon Games. It's a very different, out there game, but in the end, it's a fun game, and isn't that what it's about, right? I don't know. You let me know in the comments below. So that is Limbo from Lagoon Games. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below in the comments below. Let me know. Have you ever had a broken nose? For me personally, I think I've pretty much dodged all the broken noses, luckily. I mean, I used to spar, I used to box from time to time. I played a lot of physical sports. I played Limbo twice, this version of Limbo twice, and I've still come with my beautiful, unscathed nose. So pretty good luck there. But let me know in the comments below. Have you ever broke your nose? And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.